Okay, now what is a file tab? See, the one where I went just now is right. This is the file tab, and why file tab is important? Most of the functions of Excel we do it from here. Okay, for example, I want to open a new document. I can go to home and I can create blank workbook. Okay, if for to create a blank workbook, I can also press Control N. This will also create a blank workbook for me. Okay, so when I have an Excel workbook open and I want to create a new workbook, I can just press Control N. It will create a new blank workbook. Okay, what else do we have here? We have new. Okay, so if I want to open a new blank workbook or open, if I want to open the existing existing workbook which I've already done. Okay, that I can open it from here. Then info means the current the information about the current data, current file. So I know, okay, where the data is stored and where the file is stored. Okay, if I want to share it, I want to copy the path of the file. Okay, and I want to see who created the file, the author of the file. Okay, everything we can see from here. If you want to save a copy, that is, this file is already saved, but you have made some changes, and if you want to save the changes in some other file name, so you can just change the file name from here and then you can save it in some other place. Okay, that is save a copy. Print is just printing. Okay, you can print your file. You can share it with other people, like with email or with by sharing it with their IDs. Okay, export, I just told you, you can export it in a PDF format. Okay, you can publish it to Power BI or just close your workbook. So it just closed it. So let me open that again. So I went to each database and open for me. Okay, so this is how file is important. Another important thing is account. So in account you get your account, like what subscriptions you have, your email ID and everything, what services you have. Then we have options. Okay, let me again show you. If you go to file, you have something called as options. Now this options is where you can change or play around with the settings of Excel itself. I would suggest don't do or play around with the Excel settings unless and until you are sure of what you are doing. Okay, if in case also you're changing some setting to to see how Excel reacts after changing it, please come back and change the setting to its default. Why? Because what happens is you might not remember that you made certain change, and then after some time you come back to Excel and you're doing some work, and Excel is now not behaving the way it should, or ideally how it was working earlier. Okay, um, so that is how Excel works, and don't make any changes. One quick thing I'll show you here is, if you see here, I have home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, and help. Okay, I have this tabs here. If I want to write a macro in my workbook, I need to have a developer option, developer tab present here, but it is not here right now. Okay, so what I do, I can go to file, options, and go to customize ribbon. Okay, here if you see here in customize ribbon, I don't have draw, I don't have developer. Okay, I can just get developer here, and if I do okay, you see now I get the developer tab here, and I can write a macro now. Okay, this is why the options is very helpful. Okay, and you have many other things. If there is something here, okay, for example, there is some function here. Okay, some insert table maybe, and you want this insert table to be inside developer, so you can do that. Insert table, just add it here, click on that, or you can remove something from here as well. Okay, okay, so you can remove also. Now, quick access toolbar. What is quick access toolbar? You see this one where you have save, undo, redo, and print, right? So same things you have here. Auto save, which is this auto save, undo, redo, and print preview. So if I want to add something here, for example, font, I click here, it will go here. Okay, and now I click on OK. So you see font also has come up here. If I want to remove this, I can either go there or I can just come here and I click on font. Where is font? Okay, font they're not showing here. What I can do is I can go for more commands. I'll just click and remove it. I don't want it. Same for developer. I can go to the options, customize ribbon, uncheck this. Okay, developer removed. Okay, so this is how we can, customize all the things. Okay, so next what do we have? Next we have the number formats. Now number formats is something I've already showed you, where I showed you this, right, how the number formats work. I'll show you a little bit more on this now. So you have a data, okay, like this 6,500 only. How did we make it look like this? Because when we see here it looks dollar, we have comma, after decimal we have 00, but here we have only 6,500. Okay, so how did we make this? So if I write this 6,500 here, okay, now if I want to take it to this place, what I can do is I can just click it here, accounting number format. So whenever I click here, it just takes this format. Okay, and if I don't want it to have dollars but it to have commas, I can click here comma, and then the decimals come up. If I don't want this decimals to show up, I can increase or decrease this decimal. See, or decrease decimal. Okay, and then you will have the custom format, because now it is a custom format which you are showing. Okay. Okay, so this is how we can get it to this format. Also, um, we have other formats also. Okay, so we have the short date. So if I click here, you can see we have the short date, we have the long date, and also we have some numbers. So dates can be changed to numbers. Okay, so we can do that, but it's generally not advisable because logically it doesn't make sense. Okay, and then we can also have some more formats. How can we do that? Okay, you see this, we can click here and we get the format cells, this option. I can also go from here also and I can get more number formats, same dialog box. Okay, so now I'll just close this and let me make few of these numbers as negative. Okay, now if you see here, this negative is coming as bracket. Okay, because the format was set as such for accounting that whenever we have a negative, we don't show the minus sign, we show a bracket around it, which shows that okay, it's a negative number. So how did we do that? So it is like this. Go to more number formats. Now this is the decimal places. I can remove the decimal places here. I can make it 0. Okay. For symbol it's dollar. Okay, I can change it to anything else they want. So change it here. And now in currency, what I can do is I want to show that okay, for this for this I want to show it in negative numbers can be shown like this. So you see now it's changed to rupees. Okay, and the negative ones are highlighted in red now. Okay, So this is how we can use number format. There are many things you can do. You can roam around here and you can see in the custom formats you have many things else. Okay, you can just see. You can change the date type also, how the date is written. You can change it. Okay, you can do many things from here. Okay, moving ahead.